American Patriots, this is Johnny Sluffer, aka Diesel 4 Cups Gunner. Wanted to welcome all of you to another one of my videos. And I want to let all of you know that my videos are for the true American patriots of this great country. It is the reason for why I do my videos is because I truly love and cherish all of you. Every single one of you American patriots out there who truly give your all to this country. I'm talking about your veterans, your truck drivers, your coal miners, your farmers, whoever you are that are the backbone of this great country. You're the reason why I make these videos, and I don't do them all the time. But I do make these videos because I want to be standing with all of you, speaking out in favor of this great country, and always making my point heard by all those out there who are willing to listen. You know, I don't really give a shit if most of these people who watch my videos don't like or comment or even share my stuff. You know, listen to me. At the end of the day, I'm doing this for my country because my country means everything to me. I see a country that's in distress, and I've seen it for a long time, just like all of you have seen it for a long time. This is not something that happened overnight or happened in a matter of a year. This is something that's been going on for a matter of a long time. We've seen the great loss of jobs and industry and manufacturing and security and protection and freedoms and rights and all the other things that you always have held dear over the years. You know that all these things have been taken from you. They have been attacked. They've been encroached upon. They've been everything that's been really that you know is very important to you. You've held on to close to your heart because you know that all of these things are that very important to each and every one of you as American patriots. Now, let me tell you something. I've had a hell of a week, American patriots. I had a hell of a week because I had to watch the twisting as well as the damn just the whole destruction of information that is supposed to be poured out for the people to take hold of. I've watched this week where it's been a hell of a week for me because I've had to deal with the media constantly twisting and turning things on their heads because they only want to focus on is Donald Trump. And you know, I believe that, you know, a lot of people are truly swayed by what the media tells them because they don't take no advantage of a backup in order to say, I'm not going to go by just what they're telling me. I'm going to go and find evidence as well as proof to back up every claim that they put out there for me to hear. I'm not going to listen to just the bullshit that they want to feed to me. Too many people don't do that. Too many people just take everything at face value. So we're living in a time where people are just so dummied up, like I always said, because they prove themselves to be just as stupid as they are acting. And I say that because when have you ever in your lifetime, as an American patriot, been willing to give up any right that you are entitled to? Whether it's your right to fly your American flag out front of your home, or whether it's your right to bear arms and own whatever gun that you want to have in your house, or whether it's your right to speak out when you know something is not right that's taking place against you or someone you love, whatever it may be. These are personal, very important rights as well as freedoms that we all hold dear to our hearts. And I don't think any of us, with our right minds, would ever want any of them taken away from us. I know that I wouldn't. Because they are that damn important. And I swear, I don't give a damn what anybody wants to say to me. I would take anybody who's as offensive as Donald Trump any day of the week. Because you know what? People don't like to be offended. But at the end of the day, you have to piss them off. And I say that because this week, what happened to me with having to deal with these piece of shit people who work in the media, the news reporters, the journalists, all the other people who constantly want to report on this shit and only twist it to their liking. They've constantly have made it out to seem like Donald Trump is not going to stay in this race, and he's losing by 10 points to Hillary Clinton in the polls, and all this other bullshit. I got to keep hearing about this, whatever this is, this Gold Star or whatever they are, these Muslims that are all offended because Donald Trump went back at them because they said they actually were the ones who spoke out against him at the DNC, and they did it because they don't like the fact that he's going to ban Muslims. They don't like the fact that he's making it seem like he's anti-Muzzy. Well, here's what I have to say about all that. Americans, whether they are truly against Muslims or not, we have a right to our protection and our safety first. No one else should be in our view when it comes to knowing what we should be doing. You know, they don't understand something. You got two groups of people out there who have screwed our country over for too long. Democrats have come out of their come right out the gate, just trying to tear everything down and just plunge us down into a damn, just a bottomless pit that would just be totally full of darkness. Because once we lose every right, every freedom, and everything that we should be able to have as American citizens, you will lose everything. And these Democrats have tore everything down, or they've tried to tear everything down. And then Republicans, they're the other group who didn't deliberately get involved with tearing it down, but they have gotten involved with being weak as shit and not wanting to stop anything that's been happening. They don't want to jump in and try to stop what Democrats have tried to do, and they even have given in to the Democrats' demands on a lot of things that have destroyed our country. So it makes a lot of sense that, everybody's going to turn their back on Trump now. Republicans are going to turn their back on Trump. Of course, John McCain, oh yeah, well, he's going to speak out against what Trump did with the Muslim. Okay, whatever, John. Whatever. We don't give a shit that you don't like what he said about the Muslim, because at the end of the day, it's all about America. It's all about America. It's not about what you want. It's about what the American people want. And for too long, you didn't give a shit about what the American people wanted. Because when we said we didn't want illegal immigrants staying here, we didn't want amnesty, you didn't listen. And when we told you we wanted an American senator to stand up and fight for the American people in the Senate against Obama, you didn't do a damn thing to stop him. And this goes for all of them. All of them. I remember just not even that long ago, Jeff Flake, one of the worst senators in the whole entire Senate, came out against Trump because he don't like the fact that he's proposing such a harsh, stance on illegal immigration. Fuck you, bitch. Because let me tell you something. You piss off the American people, and we haven't done shit to show you how pissed off we are yet. We've only started. Because let me tell you something. At the end of the day, the American people want to give the process the benefit of the doubt. That's why we all want to stand behind Donald Trump and see that he wins to be the next president of the United States of America. We want to see freedom be able to fly high, just like I got this American flag right here flying. That's what we want to see. We want to see American freedom flying high in this country again. We're sick and tired of weak ass leadership with the Muslim in chief in there constantly bowing down to every Muslim country, giving in to Iran, giving in to Pakistan, and all these other damn countries, weakening us in the process while we lose everything here, turning us into a third world country because that's all he gives a shit about. You know, at the end of the day, I've had people who are calling themselves conservatives, calling themselves Republicans, calling themselves this and that. But at the end of the day, they got nerve to sit up there and holler all day, day in and day out, how bad Donald Trump is. How he's the worst of the worst. He's done some of the worst things. And they say how, oh yeah, well, I could actually stand with Hillary Clinton rather than Donald Trump because I would actually look better standing next to Hillary Clinton than someone who's as nasty as well as arrogant as Donald Trump. Do these people know how many people have been killed under Hillary Clinton? How many people died while she was in there as Secretary of State? And then not only that, what about when she was in there with Bill Clinton when he was the president of this country? All the people who died mysteriously, never to be found out why they died. You know what? This week has been shit. It has been a hell of a week. And it really has been. Because let me tell you something. This damn liberal media really gets to me, man. And I know it's nothing different. We know that this is nothing's going to change. But you know, what really pisses me off is when you got someone like Karl Rove coming on there and saying, "Oh yeah, well, we know that the media is up against us because we know that's never changed, but we should be not going after this one that doesn't matter and that one." I mean, Karl, you have sunk yourself lower than I don't know what. You have backed people like Jeb Bush probably. Then you backed this one and that one. You can't get any weaker than you are when it comes to who you've backed in this race when we were trying to get the nominee for the Republican Party. And you have continued to push the same ass weakness in this party that never solved anything. We have wasted our years in this country with people like Romney and John McCain running as nominees who couldn't get the damn job done because all they knew was weakness. And I know the American people are really going to reward you when you're weak as shit. And I know better than that. Wait a second, American Patriots. Sorry about that, American Patriots. So anyway, I'm just really livid about what's been going on just this week alone because it's really getting hot and heavy out there with these damn liberals. And it's up to people like us, the American Patriots, we don't have no money compared to these people. We don't have the power, the control. We don't have none of this. But what we do have is we have loyalty. We have loyalty in our hearts, knowing that we are loyal to this country as well as to the American flag, as well as to all of those out there who are helping us fight to save this country. And you know what? It's up to us to defend Donald Trump when he is not being defended in the right way. Too many of these people have come out this week screaming, yeah, he's got to change his direction. He's got to stop saying what he's saying. He's got to stop attacking people that really aren't going to do anything for him. It don't matter. You, for years, wanted someone different than Romney or John McCain, who was going to be stronger than those two, was going to speak out more, was going to be not allowing anyone to just attack him, and you have him now. So now you want to go after him and attack him and tear him down. Yous are fools. Donald Trump deserves better treatment than this, and this is downright bullshit. I've never seen nothing like it in my life. And you know what? Here's another thing I wanted to talk to you all about, American Patriots. This week they got these bullshit polls coming out, and I know they're rigged. They're saying how Donald Trump's down by 10 points against Hillary Clinton. Matter of fact, not just nationally, he's also down 10 points in a couple of the states that he needs to win, I think. And they got him definitely down, like he's really going to be to the point where he's going to be dropping out. That's why they had the whole idea of pushing this, that he's going to be dropping out soon, and they're going to be having to pick a new candidate to be the nominee. So anyway, when I seen this bullshit, I was pissed. I knew better. This is not something that gets me right away. But what pisses me off is how our side does not know any better what is really going on here. They're dumb as shit when it comes to knowing what the tactics are from the damn far left. Is it me or these people that dumb as shit? I mean, how long are you going to continue on with this with just not knowing what's really going on, not acting like you really have any kind of knowledge of what they do on that side? They done rigged the damn voting machines already. How many times? They've done tried to cheat, steal the elections. I mean, anything that they can do rather than just win fair and square. That's how the liberals work. I mean, it pisses me off because, I don't know how anybody could sit there and say, oh yeah, well, Donald Trump offended that Muslim, so I'm going to go vote for Hillary Clinton. Why? So you can have your freedom taken from you? So you can go waste your time to vote for her, and she could go steal your freedom from you, huh? Hillary Clinton will be Barack Obama on steroids. Not only will she get 2 terms in office, she may never leave office. And let me tell you something. If you think that you really want to see the first laddie in office with Hillary Clinton as president, then be my guest. But I'm not going to be a part of that. That's exactly what they're going to call him, the first laddie. What the hell kind of shit is that? I've never heard nothing like that in my life. That's all that comes down to, is they just don't want to offend him, because by calling him the first lady, it would make him seem like he's gay, and we know he's not gay by no means. We know he's going to be out there still chasing the women when he's 85. So we know that has no truth to it whatsoever. So anyway, what a joke, really. What a joke. I mean, this is what our great country has come to. But it's not a great country, because it is the people who have gotten into power, who are tearing it down, who have really turned it into this. They're the ones who are the guilty party. And like I said, when Donald Trump became the nominee the other week, he said that he would be the law and order, candidate. He wanted to be the kind of person who would fight for law and order, and not just fight for what everybody thinks that he's going to fight for. No, he's going to fight for the law. He's going to make every effort to enforce it, and to make sure that everybody who's not enforcing it or who is not obeying it is going to be held responsible. See, there ain't going to be no more of this lawlessness or corruption. See, I always said people like to refer to someone like, Ronald Reagan as the most recent, you know, last really a great president we've had in our country. But remember, there's been so many other great ones as well. We can't forget Teddy Roosevelt. And Teddy Roosevelt was a great president who got in there and busted up the corruption. He busted up all the lawlessness that tried to continue to go on. I mean, we're not talking about someone who just gets in there and looks like Obama and says, yeah, I'm not going to enforce the law. I'm just going to be a little pussy and just continue on living my way of how I want to live life, Just continuing to destroy your country while not enforcing not a damn law whatsoever. That's what you're going to see. That's really what you're going to see. So, I just want to say, I had to make a video because I haven't made one for quite a while. Probably it's been about a week or two. And I was really pissed off. I was ranting. I was even telling my dad off about it the other day because I had to say to him, he was telling me how, Donald Trump's really putting himself in a bad spot and he's going to end up losing this election this year. And I said to him, wait a second. You got to stop watching this media who continues to distort everything so that it makes it seem like where Donald Trump's the only one doing wrong. Donald Trump did this. Donald Trump did that. It's always about what he did wrong, but what about Hillary? Where is Hillary's guilt for all the bullshit she got away with? She continued to get away with allowing 4 Americans to die. And Howard, what difference does it make? Because I could care less about them, I mean, come the hell on. We just sweep that all under the rug because it was 4 dead Americans who didn't matter. Their lives were meaningless. Everything she got away with because this country, when it comes to what your name is, if you are someone protected because your name really means something, woo, man, you don't have to worry about nothing. You really don't have to worry about nothing because believe me, you are going to get what you need to be able to get away with it. Don't matter what kind of murder you commit. You could be caught shooting someone right in the head directly while a whole audience is there watching you, and they'll still deny it as well as cover it up. So, let's just say Hillary Clinton, don't expect her to be held accountable unless you get someone like Donald Trump as president. So, anyway, American Patriots, I get sick and tired of this. I really get so sick and tired of living this sort of life in America where there is nothing that means anything anymore. I mean, you're like I say to my father all the time. There's such a great loss of patriotism that when you got average college kids not even knowing their basic American history, they don't know who we fought in the Civil War. They don't know who we fought in the Revolutionary War. They don't know who we fought in the Second World War. I mean, everything is just forgotten. Our patriotism shouldn't be allowed to be removed. It shouldn't be lost any day that we're still alive. Many men have fought in so many terrible wars to pay the price for freedom. And you know what? It shouldn't be forgotten. It's not a day that goes by that I ever forgotten anybody's sacrifice or the price that they paid for defending us. And I won't do it. I won't do it. Every veteran, every man, woman who is serving in the service, or whatever they're doing to protect our country, to defend our country, as well as just to serve our country. I don't care. I truly will always honor as well as respect and love you for what you do. That is a given. In my heart, that is a given. So I just wanted to say, today was really, I had to get it. I had to make a video. I had to get this out. This is really what was been building up inside of me all week. I had it bottled up. I had to get it out, and I had to just rant for once. I mean, just because, it's I can't take it. I really just can't take it. I just get so sick and tired of the situation in this country. Like I said to a friend, yesterday, I believe, I said, if I had more power, more control, more, just more of an ability to do something, I would be getting rid of all these people. I would make it where they should they should be deported if they are found to be against our country, meaning they're anti-American. They should be found just like they are like a terrorist. If they were plotting to commit a terrorist act or whatever it is, they should be deported. And I don't give a damn where they deport the people. Just deport them. Just get rid of them. We don't have no need for these people. To keep one person like that here, just like an illegal who's not here lawfully, they're breaking our laws by being here. They need to be deported. They need to be just like those people, where they are found guilty of being against our country. It's the same like if you plotted against it. You were going to try to attack it in any way. These people need to be found guilty and they need to be removed from our country. That's the way I look at it. Because think about it. What have they done for our country that has been a benefit? What have they done to increase our freedoms and our rights? Nothing. Not only have they've worked against us to remove our freedoms and our rights, they've also continued to fight against our country. Every day they've been in power, as well as those who were out there who voted for them to be in power. They're just as guilty. So I just wanted to say American freedom will fly again. And that's exactly why I have my little American flag here, because this is important to me. This is important to me because, like I told my father, years ago, growing up as a child, my grandmother used to put a paper flag in her window for Flag Day. She would also celebrate 4th of July and Labor Day and all these other different, holidays that were really important to the country as well as to our history. And she always remembered these things, even though she was just sort of poorly educated. Not that she didn't really get her education, she just didn't go as far as a lot of other people who had the money to go and get the education. So, like I said, her without as much education as someone who was rich, she still loved our country with all that she had, as well as she always honored and respected our country as well as the flag. She never stopped to the day she died. And I know that I'm the same way because I love my country, I love my flag, and I just know that deep down in my heart, it's always going to be a part of me because it's what most of us have that can't be taken from us. I mean, a lot of them, like I said, I just recently was reading on one of these websites how, they want to tell you can't wear the "Don't Tread on Me," the symbol as well as just the sign, whether it's on a hat, on a shirt, whatever. And let me tell you something. This is just the beginning. Because like I said, Hillary Clinton is Barack Obama on steroids. She will increase what he has done 100 times worse. She will put all judges in that are in support of her as well as her agendas. They will remove your guns. They will remove your rights, your freedoms, everything that you think you're going to have a right to. Entitlement to. And you're not going to have anything. So it's up to us to do everything in our power to fight for this country as well as to fight to win this election this year. We can't let these dirty tactics continue to destroy us. They're destroying us because we have given in to them. And I'm not saying all of you. I'm just saying a lot of people do. They easily fall into that trap thinking, well, we can lose this election because Donald Trump's not doing what's necessary or what he should be doing. Forget about that. Donald Trump has proposed the ideas that he wants for this country. He's told you what he wants to do with health care, and he's told you what he wants to do with guns and with the energy and all these other things. You already know what he stands for. You know what you got on the other side. So just remember something. If you give up on Donald Trump and you work against him as well as you tear him down in any way by not standing by him, you will regret your actions in the end. Because your actions what's going to happen is you're going to lose this election. Because what happens is when we don't stand behind Donald Trump 100%, no matter what happens, and they tear him down in any way to lose this election, we are done. Like I said, you're dealing with a criminal over there on their side who has gotten away with murder, shouldn't even had the right to run. But she's running, and she's up 10 points in the polls. Now, I know these are manipulated. I know these are distorted. They're made up. They're not real polls. But remember, Hillary Clinton is a very devious as well as a deceitful fighter. She will not allow no one to beat her. And let me tell you something. She only lost to Barack Obama to be the nominee back in 2008 because that was what the Democrat Party wanted. This time, they want her to win. So she's going to use everything in her power to win this election. And she's going to use a lot of dirty tactics to fight dirty as hell. So just remember, if you let her win, our country's finished. Our country's finished. There's nothing left. I can't tell people anything any more than I can already. I stressed this enough, and American Patriots, we have to do more to fight this. We have to do more to fight this. See, the thing is, we don't realize, and deep down in our minds, we think to ourselves, things should be much more clear, more straightforward, more easier so that we can win this election. It shouldn't be this complicated. But the reason why it is because the liberals run all the media. We have very little media left, and it's not our fault because a lot of it's got to do with the people have just taken control over everything. The liberals have destroyed as well as taken control of everything. So we have nothing left. So it's up to us to fight back and to do what we can to prove that we are willing to take our country back. And that's going to be on us. If we don't do enough to win this election, it's on us. We forfeit the freedom as well as the rights of the country. And believe me, the UN will get powerful. The rest of the world, one world government will get powerful as well as everything else will be taken from us. And I hate to see that day come. So stand with American freedom and stand with our country and let us win this year's election and let us take back our country once and for all, because this is our last opportunity to take back our freedom and see American freedom fly again. Thank you all for watching my video today. As always, it's a blessing, as well as it's a great privilege to be with all of you American patriots, to fight to save this country, and I will always be here proudly standing with you all to fight back. Let us stand together and let's continue to unite as well as to be more behind Donald Trump. God bless all you American patriots for fighting the good fight together. And then also, thank you and for watching my video. And I also just want to say God bless our great country, because without God, we're without a lot. So let's stand with God as well as our country. God bless you all, and a great freedom. May great freedom fly again. Thank you all. God bless you all, and I love you all.